Is this thing on? Okay, yeah. And yeah, welcome back to Duck Inking, the Rage Duck. And here I've come back with ballpoint and just gonna do my line work. So when starting off with something like this, for me it's like, where do I start? I usually start here with the eyes, but I wanna save that. But this is like my favorite part, so I wanna save that for last. So I wanna start somewhere around here, around the neck, because kind of feel like I may have made some oopsies, and I want to do corrections if I can. And that's the other part when like inking, especially if you drew your own image. Inking is basically still your hand, it's still part of the drawing. It's still part of the drawing aspect, and if you feel that there's still changes that need to be made, you can absolutely make those changes. You can absolutely make those changes. And for me, I want to just come in here and add a bit more volume, I think. I think that's what it's called, volume. It's not, I think that what's needed is volume. It's just that I want the body to curve more. I just don't know what it's called. And that's why I try not to teach, because I'm ignorant to a lot of things. Not that this is me teaching anything. I'm just showing you what I do. I don't consider it teaching. If it is teaching, then I don't know. And I been to an art college, so I'm kind of familiar with what teaching art looks like. It's not for me. It's not for me. I just don't see myself as like that committed. I get frustrated easy, and persuaded even easier than that. I get persuaded very easy. And for me right now, I'm just trying to do and have my own thing. See, this goes to that rendering. Because, like, I don't know how to explain it. So right now, I'm not really coming up with a drawing so much as I've already done it in pencil. So me right now, I'm not really focusing on the overall image because I know it's there. I'm just focusing on the detail and how it's gonna come out, and just trying to have my best my best parts just come forward and try to communicate that it's a bird and he's fluffy but he's dangerous. That's what I'm trying to communicate. He's fluffy, he's cute, but he's very dangerous. He's that duck. When you see the funny videos of the child running away. He's all of those ducks that chase the children away, like the annoyed duck trope. He's that. That's why I call him Rage Duck, because he's very angry. He's very angry. I don't know why he's angry, but just is. But that's the other part of like storytelling. So when you have an image like this, your brain immediately wants to just what's the word? Wants to solve the puzzle. I mean, why is he angry? Why is this happening? Why is he in a pond? Why is he annoyed? What's he looking at? I don't know. And that's through story. Through story, you find those answers. So trying to get the bottom half here. And the other part for me that I'm trying to do is get faster. Not like trying to overwork myself. I'm obviously trying to keep a sturdy flow, but I am working to be a lot more intentional with my art, a lot more comfortable with my hand, so I can get quicker. But at that, my whole plan is that the more comfortable I get with my hand, that's going to result in me getting quicker. Hang on. Okay. Just being comfortable with my hand, it's gonna have me, like, it's gonna have my brain be faster with ideas. And if I have, like, if I'm trying to what's the word, enhance the image, solve the image, look for more look for more look for more ways to communicate my drawing, to communicate what I'm trying to get my idea across. Because for me, a part of me does like working like this. Part of me likes the coming up with things on the fly. And I'm not really that kind of person. I just, within reason. The line work. Texture is another thing I've been trying my best to just get better at. Just get better at that. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that would be neighbors' kids. But lovely kids. Lovely kids. But if you can hear them being very loud. textures. Like for me, you have ballpoint, and there's only so much you can do with ballpoint, which is why understanding your limits, what you can and can do, actually helps. With digital, there's a lot you can do with digital. You can zoom in and draw the feathers individually, but that'll take too long. But for me, especially with something like this, textures and just getting the textures, not only getting the texture, but getting the overall image. So, especially if you're doing it the way I'm doing it now, which is you're going on top of a drawing and you're making changes as you go. You have to be aware of those changes. You have to be aware of what you're changing, how you're changing it, and perspective. All of these things play a role. How does it still look in perspective? Do you wanna, now that the ink is coming in and it's showing you something else, will you stay with the pencil? Or, because again, all that you did in pencil is not set in stone, which is why you raised it, because that's the ultimate plan. You're gonna go in and erase it. But because you're doing inks, you're doing this, you're trying to get to a finished drawing. Trying to get to a finished drawing. Your brain does tend to get lost in the sauce. So it's up to you to just bring yourself back. Say, hey, uh, again, this, I don't think this sort of thing like happens to every artist and everyone who draws and stuff, but it's stuff that I deal with. And just get your head back in the drawing. Get your brain back to communicating your idea. I choose the worst times to record a video. But anyway, it's like whenever I choose to make a video, everyone just decides to make a video with me. I don't know if you can hear these noises, but I can. Just like gets me out of what I'm trying to do. So what I'm trying to do here is be very intentional with my line work. Just try to show the duck's body. Trying to keep still the perspective in my head that I have. And I'm just gonna do the duck for this video, so I'm gonna do the rest of the head because I can see the video is getting ahead in time, because I don't want to make these too long, because I see there's a lot of videos where it's just artists drawing and stuff, and it's 9 hours, 5 hours. It's like, okay, that's cool, but it's not gonna be everyone. That's part of the reason where I got, that's part of how I learned to draw, even as a kid, because I didn't want to spend 15, 16 hours doing a drawing. It's just that I just so happened to enjoy it. I didn't mind spending that time, and it was easy for me. And every time I got to the page and I got to working, it was, okay, how can we get faster? How can we get quicker? How can we get... And it's not like in this like bad way of like, oh, I gotta push myself until I drop. It's, I gotta see how easily I can get there. And that's just who I've been. I've always been that guy. What's the easiest way to do this? Just that my brain, even in terms of like problem solving, like not necessarily quick, but what's fastest way I can get to the finish thing, because the finished thing is genuinely what I want. That's not to say that the process isn't fun. Process is fun. And I don't mind the process. It's just I'm at a point now where there needs to be results to said process. And for me, the results sort of keep count as to whether or not you are going in the right direction or not, or you need to pivot, and that's what keeps the motivation going for me right now. Okay, where was I? So I really just would like to see the results of that hard work, because even seeing the results, you get to then plan, you get to find ways to get better, find ways to find if something is working or not, find ways to improve. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to improve, and I'm trying to make something. I'm trying to improve, I'm trying to make something, I'm trying to get better at this thing that I love. Okay, that was family, but yeah, trying to get better, trying to make what I can make and seeing where I stand as an artist. And okay, just get this last bit here, and I really do hope you are enjoying this as I'm enjoying making it. And I will be going back to not Conan and not Thor in the next video. But I first wanted to come back to Rage Duck and just get him done and dusted. The eyes to me are my favorite. I'll tell you why. It's an old art saying of the windows to the soul are through the eyes. It's not really that deep, but for me, it's where emotion lies. It's where I can tell you this duck is angry and he's mad about something. He wants to take your lunch money. For me, it's in the eyes. There's a lot you can do with the eyes. A lot of expression is in the eyes for me. And yes, the rest of the face, the nose, moves to what it moves to what what's the word? It moves to what the eyes are doing. That's how I see it. So I've simplified it for myself. Okay. I just wanna add the last bits. I'm gonna finish this off video because I do wanna do the whole, but this is going to be one of the things I get scanned, and I leave it for you guys to, if you wanna download and color it, it's coming, it's still happening. It's just, again, takes time. And oh, I just thought about, okay. And for me, I can get lost in the details here, which I don't want to do because this sort of video has already gone on long enough. But I want to just finish here, finish strong, and just because I wanted, in the beginning, I wanted his eyes to be black. No, I mean his eyebrows to be black, but now it's like I'm also thinking about coloring, and it's like, I don't think they should be that dark. Even the eyes. Yes, I want the eyes to be intense. I would have wanted them to be bigger. But for now, at least, I just want them to be looking right at you. And do the fades. got veins. So there. That's Rage Duck inked, and I'm gonna do the rest of I'm gonna try and do a background, but the other part is the S. Try to do backgrounds when you draw. That your drawing shouldn't be doing this, just like a floating thing in mid-air. It should be more floating in what. So yeah, thanks. Like and subscribe, comment what you're looking for. See you next time.